Welcome in, everyone. American Leeds, the American Leeds YouTube and Spotify channel. Please do smash the like. Small channel means a lot. Pushes the algorithm a little bit more, so do appreciate that. And we are just coming off the FA Cup loss to Millwall. Got to be honest with you, as a American, I'll shoot you guys straight. I don't have the what's the right word? The romance behind the cup that I think a lot of my fellow fans do of this football club. I understand obviously the lore and the history and things like this, but at this moment in time, I just believe that getting the league is so much more important. And then just recent history, right? Bielsa was never really good in the cup. Obviously, we don't even want to talk about that Jesse Marsh season with the cup. I think there was a draw and then a win and things like this against Cardiff, but nothing too crazy. And then Farka has been more of the same. I mean, I think he's advanced a little bit more, but the promotion into the season is just so more important. Now, that's number one. Number two, anytime you cycle out the squad as much as Farka has, and we'll look at the lineup here, this team relies on partnerships. And when partnerships are not present, the team struggles. And I don't know. And maybe that's true for all teams, but as soon as the team sheet came out, of course, Darlow's going to get his reps in the cup. Isaac Schmidt, who I'm excited to see. Byram, you're comfortable there. Pascal Struijk and Ethan Ampadu. Now, when it came out, I was comfortable. Now I'm starting to realize Pascal and Ethan Ampadu, they just don't have a partnership there that you could really count on. I mean, Ampadu seemed to be confused and worried about where everybody was and not worrying about himself. Rothwell and Goulibaly, they haven't played together very much either. And then you look at Ramazani, Nanto, Chambers, and Joseph. I think very optimistic there as well, like as far as, the overlaps and underlaps and things like this that the fullbacks typically provide in the system. I don't know if Byram was offering them as much. Did we get blown off the park? No, I don't think we got blown off the park, but mistakes were made. And so I'm just not I'm not worried. Now, the problem with it really is, for me, is momentum. That is the problem. I wanted to see, things like this when you stop and you go from 7-0 to 2-0 to giving up 2 goals at home. It seems to be a little bit clunky, but yeah, I mean, that's really the long and short of it. It's the cup. It's an opportunity to focus on the league. That's primarily like what I'm thinking. It was a chance to get reps in. Nobody grabbed their shirt off of, another player. Like Perot's still R9, Mateo Jost. I'm not angry. I think, Chambers had chances. Willie Nanto had chances. Ramazani had chances. I mean, we had a penalty that should have been taken better by Struijk, and injury-free, and we got players much needed rest. The worry coming out of this game, to me, the biggest worry coming out of this game is Joe Rodon not even making the bench down to London. So that is the worry for me. I'll be listening to the reports the rest of this season on what's going on with Joe Rodon, because I think Joe Rodon and Struijk, or even Ampadu, because that partnership, Rodon has partnerships with both those guys. I think he's just so necessary, as you saw. I mean, in this game, I just thought defensively against the Millwall team, who currently sit 14th, that we struggled, and they probably rotated their side as well. You know me, I'm interested in Daniel Farka. What say you, sir? You just
Wednesday evening, the players were just Well, Daniel, not the outcome that you'll have hoped for. Lots of changes to the team, obviously. So, what do you think of the performance today?
Yes, first of all, I have to say congratulations to Millwall, and also we are disappointed to go out because, of course, we wanted to go into the next round, but without doing anything stupid today. Didn't want to risk the players. So after our last game on Wednesday evening, the players were just at home 3 o'clock Thursday morning. For some of them, it was simply not possible to be involved longer than just a few minutes. Some of them were really out of the squad, and again, it's never easy. You know my attitude. So 2 or 3 changes during these times are good in order to rotate. But if you change on 10 position, it could
I mean, I take it with a grain of salt. Like the rotation was great. I'm apologizing a lot for this because this side to me was rotated heavily. Koulibaly is a holding midfielder. We know he's slow. Ampadu is one of the center back spots, different than when he's playing with Joe Rodon. And then your build up, and then you have Darlow. Your spine is completely taken out of you, and so doing rotation out of the side to this degree is just too hard. And anyways, I'm happy everybody got rest. I'm disappointed that nobody seized their opportunity. And it really, to me, just goes to show that this team relies on not individual brilliance, but skill brilliance in some buildup. And if the partnerships, for whatever reason, are not built, then the team will struggle. I mean, you could rotate 1 or 2 out of the side. If 3 are rotated out of the starting side, then it's just going to take a while for them to develop chemistry. And that's terrible to say because we have a very big, expensive squad. And I don't mean obviously depth wise. I just mean most of these players would start. I would guess that this team that he started against Millwall would probably wind up in the playoffs at least for most managers. So continue, Farka.
could be sometimes tricky for the group, but my feeling was I have to take this decision today in order not to risk injuries and also not to risk players then for Tuesday. But nevertheless, we wanted to win this game, and I think overall it was a tight game. It was just one of those games when you had good situation in the first half, good situation. Sam Chambers today, his debut, 2 great chances in training. He scores a second situation, 10 out of 10. This is why he get the nod today, of course, and can't accuse him for not taking this chance in this first full debut for us. Yes, and we played a bit too complicated in a few situations in the first half. Tried to play give and go and underload 2 against 4, lost the ball. And then, yeah, in one of these days, it's always like the ball is unlucky, deflected, goes into the corner. We tried everything in the second half, also missed several chances. I think their goalkeeper was there with his game of his life. Well done. Congratulations, top performance. He even saved a penalty. So it was just one of those days where it shouldn't be. And for that, yeah, we are still disappointed, but sometimes you have to accept it.
Yeah, the penalty was kind of a key moment in a sense. That was the route back into the tie, I think, wasn't it? That moment.
Yes, I think we pressed for the equalizer. Millwall, credit to them, they defended really well. Goalkeeper, like I said, with several good saves. Yeah, then out of their one situation, they scored the second goal. But we tried everything and kept going. I'm sure if we score the penalty, it's 1-2. Then we have
I mean, it's fully deserved. It's a fully deserved win by them. You got to hold the L as a team. The first goal was deflected goal off Koulibaly and Ampadu rotation. I don't know what was going on there, but they just were too slow, and ball got fired off, deflected. So harsh, but you keep going, and then the second goal was out in transition, and I don't know. Could I blame Darlow there? Maybe. Yeah, I could. So, but still, the moment of transition was probably poor as well. But but there were chances. I mean, I look and say, hard to go too far in on Farka here. There was moments. Chambers could have had a moment there, uh, and we had a penalty, and so it could have been 2-all going in. Um, so there you go. I'm not going too far into Farka.
we have all chance also to turn the game completely with our amazing supporters, amazing support again today. They understood also 100% our situation today. And of course, then you feel, okay, it's not one of your days, but let's try everything till the last moment. Can't complain about this. It was really just one of these days. And for that, yes, we have to accept this today. We are disappointed. Yeah, but the only outcome today is that we won't win the FA Cup during this season. Was never realistic anyway, but you never know. So of course,
Don't say that, Daniel. Don't say that. It's always realistically, if you never say never, never say never. No, the two bad things coming out of this game are it kills momentum. It's a momentum killer. And the other thing is that I am concerned about Joe Rodon not even being healthy enough to make the bench. So I'll be interested to follow him and see how he's doing. I'm sure he'll be ready for the Millwall game and rehabbing, but a lot of minutes under him. But Aronson also has played every game, and still was able to travel to the team with the team. So, hi Alex, says Andy. I'm fuming at Farkas' selection for the cup. People undermine the cup. Not me. I'm old school. And I know, my audience is like. Most of you guys are oldies, the 50 plus gentlemen, diehards. Maybe I share an old sense of humor, and I don't know what it is, but at least you guys are the ones brave enough to chime in on the comments. But I just don't. As an American, I'm 40. I've been a fan of the team for 8 years. Gary Monk year. Maybe almost 9 or 10 now. And I just don't have too much romance about the cup. Both cups. I view them as almost like a random preseason game in the middle of the season. It's, to me, it's a momentum killer. I wish that to your point, Andy, if we win it for our A squad, maybe just keep it. But he's got to manage those minutes and continue to go on. So it's a bit of a catch-22 for me. Like, even if you play a strong side, then you got to play another game, and then you got to play another game, and you're managing. There's so much on the line. I mean, specifically like Leeds every season except for the 9th place finish, in which we didn't go very far at all. We played the minimum number of games that year because we got bounced at the first round of both the cups, the Energy Drink Cup and this cup and the FA Cup. I just don't have as much romance about it. And I've got a 1970, you're going to kill me if I get the 1972 shirt from Alan Clark. I got the replica jersey. But anyways, I don't know. And I still appreciate the Minnow versus Giant. I appreciate what it is, but I just think right promotion is what we're going after, and I don't want anything in the way of that. So anyways, those are my thoughts. I'm happy that some players got work. Chambers looked fantastic for me, and then I just think the system relies on partnerships, and we need that Rodon Strauch partnership there. I mean, Rodon's just such a vital piece of this promotion season. So that and the fullbacks, man, when we bomb those fullbacks on those true out and out fullbacks, we're going to keep going. And you look at our record, it's incredible what Farkas has been able to accomplish, but it means nothing if you don't win the league. And so all focus is on that. And Watford, I believe, on Tuesday? We're turning around the schedule quick, thick and fast. This is the month, boys. This is the month. This February was where we separate ourselves. I truly believe that. That's how big it is. So we have Watford Tuesday. So I'm going to say it wrong. Sorry, Sunderland. I'm going to say it wrong. But anyways, we have the Monday, February 17th, Monday Night Football. And then Sheffield United on February 24th. So 2 promotion rivals. If we beat those 2 teams, and we'll drop points probably, well, the next 3 games, right? If we get all 9 points, it's a big ask, but if we get all 9 points, we have separated ourselves, I think, from 2 promotional rivals. But Watford, and here I'll share the screen. Watford on Tuesday, Sunderland on Monday the 17th, and then Sheffield United after that on the 24th. So let's just get out our pocket calendars. So the 11th, the 17th, and then the 24th. So we'll have a full week between Sunderland and Leeds United, and Sheffield United. That's great. I like when Farka has extra time. I think he does well. Sheffield is away, Sunderland's home, Watford's away. So everything to play for, but I really think we can separate ourselves if we come out and get at least those 2 wins. I mean, if we draw at Watford and get 2 wins because it's a 6-pointer, I mean, right? Those 2 are 6-pointers. We can start to, I think, just separate ourselves a little bit. It's not guaranteed. Does Gabe feel the same way about the cups being a hindrance? I don't know. He was on, I would think so. He was on One Leeds. I don't talk to Gabe too often, but no, I mean, I wonder how young kids in the UK feel, like under 40. Like, is there romanticism about the cups with those folks? I mean, I don't know. It's a piece of hardware, I'll definitely say that, and obviously I know the Jermaine Beckford goal against the Scummers in their prime. Beautiful, beautiful way to come up. We were obviously in League 1. I don't think we were championship at that time, but anyways, I wasn't there. I actually am not claiming that game, but you get the point. So I love it. I would never get rid of it. The domestic cups are, I think, extremely important, but I just don't have the romance of it. And maybe I will when we're in the Prem and we can just say, well, let's go for mid-table and a nice cup run. But until that time, I don't want to be in obscurity here in the championship anymore. And next summer, it is going to be on like Donkey Kong in terms of the transfer window. Anyways, that's my time. Up the Whites, marching to go Leeds, and I will see you probably in next week. All right, be well, everybody. Bye.